Do you know who your friends are? No, really, because after watching Milk and Cereal, it made me look at the people I know a little more closely. A few weeks ago, this movie, Milk and Cereal, was making its rounds on the internet, and I was stoked to see that it was on YouTube, and that it was free on YouTube, and it was created by YouTubers. That's a Bad Idea, run by Curry Barker and Cooper Tomlinson. The duo met while attending film school together and decided to drop out to pursue their own projects. Also, if you've never seen my face before, my name is Crystal, and I'm just a horror fan talking about horror movies on the internet. I upload new videos every single Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, talking about horror movies to beat the Sunday scaries. Milk and Cereal was written and directed by Barker, and it also stars Barker and Tomlinson. In this found footage film with a running time of only 62 minutes, a surprise birthday prank takes a turn for the worst when a popular social media duo must face the reality of the terrifying aftermath. And the film's budget? $800, which goes to show you that you don't need all the Hollywood money and the glitz and the glamour to make a really good horror movie. And we've seen this before with other found footage horror movies like Paranormal Activity and the Blair Witch Project. You know what I also really enjoyed about this movie, other than the crazy twists, which we're going to talk about in just a minute, is that the two characters in the movie built their online presence by pranking each other, and Barker shed light on how toxic and disruptive these prank channels can be. I mean, the first prank that we got to see is when Seven pranked his friend Milk into thinking their friend got shot at his birthday party. And that's the level of some of these real prank channels will go to get clicks and views. Seven even bought a gun off of the dark web and loaded it with blanks to make it sound like a real gun. So other than the awful pranking, Milk and Seven are your typical 20-something-year-old guys with friends who make content on the internet. But then you learn that something is very, very wrong with Milk. He is a deranged, psychotic serial killer that gives life to the title of the movie. And Milk isn't giving too much away on his true nature until he takes a liking to his friend's girlfriend, to which he then kidnaps and murders her. And let me paint the picture of Milk for you. He has this very super creepy and ominous smile with an even more unsettling clear mask that he put on when he talked to his victims that he held hostage in an abandoned garage. As mentioned, this is a found footage movie, and most of the clips are from Milk's camera because he is documenting everything. So during his birthday party, when the real fake gun goes off, they disturb their older neighbor, and he comes knocking on their apartment door to complain about the noise. But what Seven doesn't know is that Milk actually hired this man to prank Seven. But since Milk is a psychopath, he is setting Seven up and using this actor as collateral. Milk is able to set the scene of Seven and himself getting kidnapped by this man, and Seven must shoot him to escape, but Milk puts real bullets into the gun. So Seven, of course, actually kills the man. Milk is able to manipulate and gaslight Seven into thinking it's his fault because he was the one who bought the gun off of the dark web. Milk also convinces Seven that they must bury this dead body in order to save Seven from getting in trouble and going to jail. All of this causes Seven to spiral, as a normal person would after they accidentally kill someone and then bury their body. But then the dead man's son comes looking for him, and Milk convinces Seven that they must now kill this other person to cover up the original murder. Milk is still talking to the camera as these decisions and all these killings are happening, showing us all the different ways that he is manipulating and calculating to make his best friend suffer. He also mentions how he wants to kill Seven at the end of all of this and become the most infamous serial killer alongside the likes of Jeffrey Dahmer. But before Milk can finish his plan, out of the view of the camera, Seven shoots Milk in the head killing him. There is some speculation on who is actually picking up the camera at the end of the film, though. There are also characters in the film alongside Milk and Seven. They're friends Link and Naomi. Naomi's girlfriend is the one that Milk took a liking to that I mentioned earlier, and the one that Milk went on to kidnap and murder. Link and Naomi are watching the behavior of their friends, and they start to get suspicious when they find a box full of vials of blood, keys, and an address. The two then go to the address, and it's Milk's killing space, and they find Naomi's dead girlfriend. See, you and I have probably been friends for a little while, so you know how much I love found footage films, and if you've never seen my face before, well, I love found footage films. And Curry Barker just did such a service by uploading this film to YouTube. There is also a horror short on their channel called The Chair that has garnered over 5.5 million views. So Barker knows what he is doing. It makes me hopeful for the future of the horror genre that others will also be inspired by Barker and pick up a camera and shoot their movie and not feel the need to be backed by production studios or have thousands of dollars to do it. So if you're watching this and you're looking for a sign to make that horror movie that you've always wanted to, do it, because one day I and others might be reviewing your movie. I'll be linking Milk and Serial in the description box below if you want to watch it. Or if you want to rewatch it, because I pretty much spoiled all of it for you. Well, if you made it this far, you reached the end of the video. Thanks so much for watching. Me, Crystal, just a horror fan talking about horror movies on the internet. Till next time.